Geology encompasses different fields of our life. You'd be hard pressed to think of something which you can connect with geology. The phone or laptop that's in your hand, the jewelry you're wearing, you can take geology for that. Agriculture, which feeds us and fuels our economy, still related to geology. Through it, we understand weather conditions and soil types that will best suit our crops. The discovery of groundwater for our basic needs, found through geology. Even when water is scarce, through geology, we can find ways of looking for new ones. The discovery of coal and fossil fuel reserves, as well as other sources of energy. Geology plays a big role in that. Thus, we have traveled faster and have become more efficient.
Not only does geology provide, it also warns us of the dangers we face in everyday life. Especially in a country where typhoons and earthquakes are the norm, we have to be extra careful. And geology helps us know the hazards in the area we live in. If we plan to build our own house, geology warns us of its possible location. If the area is actually situated in a fault zone, a sinkhole in the making, or if there's a volcano nearby, it's geology who tells us to build the house elsewhere. But if we are already living in a hazard-prone area, it's also geology who tells us what to do in case something happens. If we are residing near an active volcano, knowing the kind of volcano determines the material a volcano releases. Geology also determines which areas are near fault lines. Since households and other establishments have already been built in fault zones, there are geologists and structural engineers who can help in earthquake-proofing your place.
Indeed, we have a lot to credit geology for. And despite knowing that the Earth needs ecological balance, people continue to abuse the planet that we live in. Still, geology never fails to warn us that we can't remain complacent. If continuous urbanization takes place, geology will help us know our limits in using or exploiting our natural resources. It is very important to know that if we exceed on these limits, we will be the one to suffer. The future generation's destiny is in our hands. Thus, as the youth, we must raise awareness amongst everyone about the risk we are in. As future leaders of this country, we must strive for ways to reduce environmental damage. This includes stricter environmental laws and environmental management. If we do not do anything, the luxury we get from the earth and from geology will not last.
Most importantly, geology teaches us the value of patience. We must not be greedy in always aiming to get all that we want in immediate time and as fast as possible. Remember that the effects of what we are doing will show up in the future generations.
Geology matters. It is indeed a very important field which has benefited us and will continue to benefit us in the future. It is now our time to do our part in preserving the beauty that geology and earth science has discovered.